What's going on, everyone, and welcome to Movie Emporium's me review of The Nest, the newest film from director Sean Durkin. Before we begin, hey, if you like my channel, cool to hit that subscribe button to join Movie Emporium, hit that notification bell at the top to find out what's coming next. If you like any of the videos, cool, hit that like button, as well as commenting below on any video that you watch, including this one. So I just want to make a little quick correction. When I was talking about The Devil All the Time, I talked about how Antonio Campos directed Martha, Marcy, May, Marlene. I was wrong. It was actually Sean Durkin. Antonio Campos produced that film, so he essentially was involved. I just wanted to correct that and get that out in the open, so I made a mistake, so I do apologize. And so this movie, The Nest, which is Sean Durkin's second film, it basically follows a family. The mother and father are played by, of course, Jude Law and Carrie Coon, who play Rory and Allison. They have a couple kids. They're a nuclear family, and they live in America. They live in a very comfortable situation, but because of Jude Law's nature, he kind of gets the idea of wanting to move back to England, to move to his old firm with his old boss, because he has an idea that he thinks is going to make him a lot of money. So in the process, they move into this really nice mansion, or a really old school mansion in Surrey, and they get like a new car, and one of the horses that the Allison character, which is the Carrie Coon character, is taken care of, is brought over to England, and it seems like it's a good idea, a good thing. Everybody seems happy. The world's good. But because of Jude Law's actions and because of the situation at hand with the money situation in this movie, things start to go downhill pretty quickly. They start to go south. The Carrie Coon Allison character starts to have like serious depression issues and trouble with the horse. The young son is dealing with some really troubling issues that, we deal with as kids, but is really becoming affected because the parents are not really paying attention to him very much. We have the young daughter who is very, very rebellious and very crazy. She's a teenager, so it's what you expect. But because of the impact of Jude Law's character and how it's starting to eke into everyone else, this becomes not only a drama film, but it becomes a horrifying situation of just pure sadness and depression that really makes you feel for the three characters. You don't feel bad for Jude Law because he's making mistakes left and right. He is living above his means. He is a guy that just doesn't understand the situation at hand. So he's putting the rest of his family in almost a dangerous situation that really starts to affect him in negative ways. And similar to Martha, Marcy, May, Marlene, it's a movie about human condition. It's a movie about the nature of human being. And it's a movie about how when we put ourselves into situations we can't get out of, it becomes a destructible nature of force. And so therefore, this movie I really did enjoy because it really hampers down the fact that sometimes you have to look into yourself and look into the people around you and seeing how you're affecting those people. What Jude Law is doing in this movie is so frustrating and infuriating that it is actually quite mesmerizing because there are people like this. He is so headstrong and believes so passionately that he is good at what he does that he even starts affecting the people that he's working for. Watch his passion, but watch his desperation to when things don't go right. You really start to get a sense of just how he's just not what he used to be, because he used to be a really successful businessman. But I think Carrie Coon, as she always does in stuff like Fargo and whatnot, she is just mesmerizing to watch in this movie. Jude Law is fantastic. I always thought Jude Law was a great actor, but Carrie Coon is one of those actresses that is having to deal with so much in this movie, having to put her whole soul into this character that you really start to feel for her. You really do. You really feel her anguish. You feel her depression. You feel her destructibility. You really feel that she just is falling apart at the seams. And to watch her have to deal with their kid's situation, have to deal with this place that she's unfamiliar with, and have to deal with the Jude Law character, it's there's a point where I was going, is something going to happen to this character? And I'm not going to reveal what ends up happening in this movie, but it becomes like a very sadistic, very sad situation that she has to deal with and what she has to go through. And everything that piles upon her, you can see why she gets truly and utterly angry as this movie goes along. So overall, the movie just really kind of works for me. Is it as good as Sean Durkin's first film? Absolutely not, because it has some weird plot structure issues and there's some stuff in here I'm just like, why is this even in here? The stuff with the boss, the stuff with his, Jude Law's friend, it really feels weird and out of place sometimes. But in the end, the movie it seems to work in a particular interest as a family drama. as a family horror story in a lot of ways and how it's being portrayed, and the destructibility of people who are affecting your lives in certain ways. So you have, I'm sure every single one of us somewhere has a family member or somebody we know that's super destructive and brings down the whole system, and sometimes you have to like take yourself away from the system and whatnot. But yeah, the movie is just, it's interesting, it's entertaining, it's gorgeous to look at, but it is very dour and dark and depressing, and is very destructive in what its situations that it's being presented. And that's Sean Durkin's whole MO, is to present a raw and emotional aspect and to make you feel for characters that may not necessarily be characters that you want to be around. But overall, I think the movie's still interesting, it's still entertaining, and I still think you will get something out of it that you go in not expecting. So, but yeah, that's it. That's my take on Sean Durkin's The Nest. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below if you do decide to see this movie. It's not playing in very many theaters, but if you find it on VOD, tell me what you think of the movie, or if you have seen it, let me know as well. But otherwise, if you like my channel, hit that subscribe button to join Movie Emporium, hit that notification bell at the top to find out what's coming next. Hey, if you like any of these videos, cool, hit the like button. If you dislike it, it is what it is. But otherwise, I will see you guys on the next video. Peace out.